the senator representing Delta North in the National Assembly, Peter Nwaboshi, who has been on the run month after the Court of Appeal, Lagos Division convicted and sentenced him to 7 years imprisonment for money laundering, is finally in prison custody. The lawmaker, who was intercepted by operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) at a hospital in Lagos on Monday, February 6th, was finally remanded in Ikoyi Custodial Center today, February 8th, 2023, to commence his prison term. The Court of Appeal had, in a judgment it delivered on July 1st, 2022, sentenced him to prison after it convicted him on the two-count charge of money laundering and also ordered the winding up of his two companies, Golden Touch Construction Projects Limited and Swimming Electrical Limited, in line with the provision of Section 22 of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act 2021, and their properties forfeited to the federal government. But the lawmaker, who was not present in court at the time of the ruling, went underground and refused to present himself to the Nigeria Correctional Service. Instead, he proceeded to the Supreme Court, praying the Apex Court to not only set it aside the judgment of the appeal court but grant him bail pending the determination of his appeal. But in the unanimous decision on January 27, 2023, the Apex Court dismissed the application in the lead judgment by Justice Emmanuel Ajim. The Apex Court wondered why Nwaboshi, who refused to submit himself to the law, would seek the indulgence of the law. Justice Tijani Abubakar, in his contribution, upbraided the appellant for filing the bail application while on the run. We must make it very clear to all Nigerians that nobody is above the law. Now today, the government and the governed are subject to the rule of law, and we must ensure that there is respect for the rule of law. The Court of Appeal lamented or judgment that convicted Nwaboshi followed an appeal by the EFCC against the judgments of Justice Chukwu Jeku Aneke of a federal high court in Lagos, which had on June 18, 2021, discharged and acquitted the lawmaker and his companies. Nwaboshi and his companies illegally acquired a property named Guinea House, Marine Road in Apapa, Lagos for 805 million naira. Part of the money paid for the property was transferred by Swimming Electrical Limited on behalf of Nwaboshi and Golden Touch Construction Projects Limited. The funds are believed to be proceeds of illicit activities of the convicts. One of the countries that you, Peter Nwaboshi, and Golden Touch Construction Projects Limited between May and June 2014, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, did acquire a property described as Guinea House, Marina Road, Apapa, Lagos, for the sum of 805 million naira, when you reasonably ought to have known that the sum of 322 billion naira out of the purchase price transferred to the vendors by order of Sumi Electricals Limited form part of the proceeds of an unlawful activity of fraud, and you thereby committed an offense contrary to the Section 15(2)(d) of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act 2011 as amended, and punishable under Section 15(3) of the same act. Like I have always said, if you are just in the good of the governments of the day, every of your offense, every of your steps that is illegal, they will bring it to account. But if you are in their good book, forget it. Even if you like, use the money to rub their face like this. You carry money laundering, just like a Tinubu. Have you ever seen them saying anything, even uttering a word, but now they want to fight from behind? So all this gra gra, we understand how it works in Nigeria. I don't even know why we only have thieves as politicians in Delta. Okay, all over Nigeria, you should be asking that the same people who are custodian of our laws, the same people who are the aim of our affairs, the same people who are supposed to be leaders of the country, almost all of them, you hear about stealing doing all manner of fraud, and they will come back and be talking about ordinary Nigerians, especially when it comes to Yahoo Yahoo boys. Their body will be strong, their mouth will be strong. Yes, our youth, they are this, they are not serious. But these are the same people who tell me, what is the difference between Ojus Okalu, this one Boshi Tinubu, and all this and Atiku, all of them, with all these boys on the streets. That's a they call Yahoo Yahoo boys that every minute you see FCC parading them here and there. Tell me, what is the difference between them and these politicians? All of them, you know them. You can start mentioning them. Well, all the Fulani that has been looting billions from Nigeria, how many are in prison now? That is not the issue. That is not the issue. We should not be seeing any of these people being involved in this kind of a thing, and that is where they will set example. So if you do anyhow, they will use it to shine. If you go and join them to steal, they will use it to shine. At the end of the day, the question is that, did he actually commit this offense? Well, please don't support evil. He should face the punishment. Did he actually commit this fraud or this offense, or they are just trying to frame him up? That's the question we should be asking. Forget them. If they don't fight them to return what they stole, we will still fight ourselves that stole from us. Okay. Okay, rats, why are they different? Asking why are they different? One, but she wouldn't have exited this world without going to prison, because he has been a very corrupt man in all he has done since he became a politician. Good for him. Okay. No one is above the law. How are the mighty falling? There's quite a lot of them, both in the green and red chambers. That was what I thought Buhari would do, to clean up the system. But unfortunately, he surrounded himself with worst thieves you can ever imagine. It is nice to see this, but why do I have this feeling that only politicians from the southern Nigeria ever convicted, or does it mean that the northern politicians are not fraudulent? The only thing they really, like those APC governors, according to what they told us, Diary and the other one, they jailed them, but after some time they released them. Don't forget that Mena is still in prison. Mena. They cover their own thieves and collect from the southern thieves. It is for them because they have turned themselves stooges to the Fulani. The southern humiliation is just loading. Who cares about them? Did they care about their citizens? When they spend the money, they call you. Why are you fighting for them? Whether they go to jail or not, did they steal the money? They should go and face it. If they have decided to become slaves or stooges to the Fulanis, so be it. So whatever that comes out of it, they should carry it. They should use their head to carry it. Why are you bothering yourself? Why are you guys bothering yourselves whether somebody is being jailed or not? When he stole the money, did he give you from the money? Don't you know that if you had collected from that money, you too, you'll be accomplice? The law of Nigeria is always quick at catching up with Southerners and Christians, but exempt Northern Muslims who overwhelmingly sponsor terrorism to the tactic knowledge of the federal government. Yeah, that's what we see them. Now, so we see them. They can never be truthful. So, guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.